happens. All right, what's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. We are here live with Brandon, the Georgia Picker. Did
Yes,
you know
sir.
there was another Georgia Picker on Instagram that's trying to be you, but he's not you?
You know,
Picker.
my brother actually said the same thing, except for he said that he was on TikTok, and
Oh,
I was like, wow, okay. No, I didn't know there was no, I didn't know there was another Georgia Picker until probably like 2 weeks ago.
well, because I was trying to find you on Instagram, and I found him, but he was just Georgia Picker. You are the Georgia
Right.
Picker.
It's all about the title though. The
Yeah,
Georgia Picker, you know.
like the Georgia Picker has a lot more like power to it than just hey, I'm a Georgia Picker. But if you
Right.
say I'm the Georgia Picker, then you're like, oh, okay.
Exactly. You feel a
All
little
right.
bit more official, you know. Like
Oh,
you're
of
the
course,
Philly
man.
Flipper, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I might have to be. I'm just Philly Flipper now. But if somebody else trying to beat me, I have to change it to D.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
haven't heard anybody else that has Philly Flipper. So to me, you're the Philly Flipper,
It, if they do, they probably spell it wrong. They spell it with an F. Like who spells
though. Right.
Flipper with an F? You gotta
Right.
spell it with a PH. What's up, James? What's up, Christopher? Another Chris. Two Chris's in here. What's going on? I'm here with Brandon. Brandon, tell the people where. Well, I guess the name gives it away, but where are you from?
Well, I'm from originally Savannah, Georgia, born and raised. Um, and yeah, Georgia is one of those places where I grew up in south side of Georgia or south side of Savannah, and right near the old historic Sandnat Stadium and all that. And yeah, no, I was just born and raised here, and went to the military, went to Virginia and all that good stuff, and here I am back in Georgia.
Georgia boy for life.
Oh, Georgia boy for life.
All right. Since you're a Georgia boy, how do you pronounce pecan? Is it pecan or pecan?
It's pecan, pecan,
Pecan, really?
and
Okay.
yeah, pecan.
I went to the. I don't think you guys have any Amish folk down in Georgia, right? Do you have any Amish folk down there?
If there is, it's not near me.
Okay, so I went to like a big Amish area today because they had a town-wide sale there, and I got some Amish baked goods, chocolate chip and pecan cookies.
Oh wow,
Quite the combo. It was
yeah.
delicious.
Oh yeah, I bet. The Amish know how to cook,
Yeah.
know how to bake stuff.
What's up, Ken? What's up, Kathy? How you doing, Curries? What's up, Sunshine? Hey, Diana, I am moving to your state. I don't know if you know it or not yet, but Philly, I met you and the homeschool picker at Peaches. Oh, she's the one that told me about you.
Yeah,
The, the,
yeah,
the, the,
yeah. Chris told me about that. Yeah, she's like,
the,
yeah, somebody came by and
that's
she
how
told
I
her about
found out. She was like,
that.
there's this guy here who's really good. You gotta watch." And I listened. See, Chris, I listened.
Yeah.
And there we go. Look what happened. What's up, Kiwi Bird? And Games Nova is asking Navy, right?
Yeah, 5 years Navy.
Navy. Did you go on a boat?
So weirdly enough, I was getting ready to go on deployment, but 3 months prior, I was getting a bunch of stuff checked out with sleep issues, and come to find out, they diagnosed me with narcolepsy. So I get tired real easily, and yeah, within less than a year, they kicked me out, and they were like, "You got to get out. You can't be in the Navy with that." And I was like, "Oh
Wow.
wow, well there goes my 20-year plan."
Dang.
Yeah, but
Isn't
it's
this
like
something that they test for like beforehand? I guess that's not like a.
so originally I was having bad nightmares for whatever reason. And I've always
Probably
had
because you're
problems.
married. That's what happens when you get married.
Yeah,
You just start having
right.
nightmares.
Yeah, I'm gonna blame the wife on that one. Well, yeah, well, no, they basically schedule like a sleep study. You do your sleep study, and I had my sleep paralysis, which is a whole nother ordeal. And the next morning, you have six 15-minute naps every 2 hours, and within for every 15 minutes, I was in full REM sleep in like a minute and 5 seconds or something like that. So,
Doesn't sound very good.
no, it's pretty quick. So they were like, yeah, you're like extreme narcoleptic. You need to get out. So I was probably out in roughly 8 or 9 months after that.
Wow. Dang.
Yeah.
So that must have been like a whole like, what do I do now?
Well, it was a relief because from all the stress, but then it was also like I've only known the military for the past 5 years, So it's like
Yeah.
transition was pretty good though.
What's going on, Ronald? Ronald says he watched one of your whole videos. You scored big. Nice job.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah, once you get Ronald to watch, and Ronald is a committed viewer, I can tell you that. Ronald watches all of my stuff and comments on every single video. So
Okay,
you
I'll make
want people
sure.
like Ronald on your side, that's for sure.
I'll make sure to remember that name then.
What's up, Tommy? Tommy learns any dinosaur bones in Georgia.
I would imagine so. I would imagine
You,
so. I know about Pangea. I learned that in high school.
do you believe in dinosaurs? Or dinosaurs exist?
Oh heck yeah! I believe in aliens. I believe in dinosaurs. I believe in all types of stuff.
Hey. Make sure Tim's not watching. That's for sure. Great Lake says funny because it's because of the marriage. Yeah. Can you get a super high dose of Adderall if we're not going to ask you for a friend?
I'm not on Adderall, but I'm on Ritalin. I'm on Ritalin.
Is that the opposite? Does Ritalin give
Essentially,
you the opposite effect?
well, it's the same thing. It's just one little chemical is different, so it registers different in your system.
So once you pretty much tell you, hey, you can't be on a boat. What did you do next? Like, what was your next? Like, did you get a full time job, or did you go into reselling right away, or?
So after the 9 month transitioning of doing all my paperwork and all that to get out of the Navy, I actually went back to my hard labor job down here at the port in Savannah and doing hard labor, working on the big 40-foot trailers that you see the semi truck drivers drive with the containers on top. Did that for about 4 months, and I kid you not, an OG reseller, Cincinnati Picker, randomly popped up on my phone, and I just randomly watched him, and he bought a
Wow.
baseball bat for like $5, and he flipped it for like 100. And I'm over here thinking I was eating Chinese food too. I was eating Chinese food. We have a dude named Big Baby, and he went to a Chinese restaurant and brought us some food, whatever. I'm eating. Cincinnati Picker pops up, sold a bat for $100, and I'm just sitting here like, dude, I'm making like $106 a day, which is $18 an hour, which it's not bad. But I'm just sitting here like, he just basically made more money than me in one sell. So then I casually got into it, didn't record, and then that's kind of how everything got started.
So it pretty much started just like on the side, and then you're like, hey, screw this. I'm just do it full time.
I for the most part, it kind of hit me a little quick. I will say I got lucky. Within 4 months of me going back to my original job, I was a full time reseller in 4 months.
Wow, that is
Yeah,
way faster than most people.
it was extremely lucky. It was one of those things where Facebook Marketplace deal came in effect. It was like 200 something Funko Pops, and I spent $540. And the dude was actually one of the hardcore nerds where he went to conventions, got all high end stuff. But
Like the exclusive ones.
right, and
Yeah,
his wife
yeah.
was really adamant about getting it out of her house, and that was one deal. Then I kid you not, a year later, or I'm sorry, a month later, a Funko Pop business went out of business and donated all their stuff to Goodwill. So along those shelves, they just put out a whole stack, and I went to Goodwill right before I went into work, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to scoop them in, all of them for like $4 or $5 a piece, and I figured it was worth the gamble. The manager saw me do that, comes outside from the back, and he was like, are you into this type of stuff? And I was like, yes, sir. And he was like, I got like 7 big, huge blue bins in the back, just filled with them. He's like, if you want all of them, give me $500. And I was like,
What?
let's do it. And that's how everything started within that first 4 months.
That video would have went viral if you recorded like that.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said.
That would have been like Justin's Funko Pop video to hit 1 million views. That's for sure.
Right.
Dang. So how much do you think you made out that $500?
The first deal I did, I made probably a little over 4,000. And then on the Goodwill one, wasn't as great, but it was about 3,500.
Wow.
But still can't complain.
Yeah, for sure. What's going on, Kelsey? What's up, Kyle? What's up, Ping? How are you doing? What's up, Christy? And then Ginover said, I was Navy 4-year aviation field. AE, kind of the same story, but had sleep apnea.
Okay, yeah. AE, okay. Yeah, I actually worked right around the corner from the AEs. I was an AD. I used to be a mechanic working on F-18s, and then I went up to Norfolk, Virginia to work on turboprop engines for like helos and stuff.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
So this kind of like talks about like what we're talking about in the back room is like how you just pretty much put your nose to the grindstone, right? You're like, hi, you know what? I got these Funko Pop deals, and like that's it. I'm doing this.
Oh, yeah, it was overwhelming.
How'd your wife react?
Believe it or not, she actually worked at my job with me. Separate. She was on day shift. I was on night shift, and I brought her. I pulled into the parking lot, and she was getting ready to clock out. I was like, "Hey, babe, come over here real quick." And she looked at my truck, and her jaw just dropped. She was just like, "Okay," and everybody was real sketchy at first because I was really starting off big really quick, and mom and dad, they were kind of sketched out about it. My wife was definitely sketched out about it because we were in the middle of building our own house and all
She
that.
said she was not happy, according to
Oh,
her in the
there you
chat.
go, right? See, I told you, I told you. Exactly. So, and then to this day, she even tell you straight up, like, she was real sketchy about it, but she's glad that I put my time and effort into it and making it into what it is today.
What's up, Jennifer? What's going on, ATL Flippers? Your semi in-state rivals.
Oh no, we ain't rivals. We're gonna be best friends. I'm gonna come up there one day and we're gonna go on some Goodwill thrifting trips together.
Just be careful, man. They might be broken up by then. You never know.
Oh yeah, I saw that split up video. I saw that.
Man, that was I believed it for 0.5 seconds.
Right.
What's up, Kyle? How you doing? Jennifer's dropping your link. Appreciate that. So, how long after the Funko Pop deal did you like? All right, that's it. We're doing this.
Well, I say within the first 4 months, that's when I was quitting my job. I guess I didn't really start buying a lot until probably like the third month in of reselling. And then that's obviously I was watching other YouTubers and talking about ninja pictures and all this other stuff, and I was like, wow, I find this stuff all the time, and I started, and it's casually how it happened. But yeah, 4 months I was able to do it full time, and after that I never looked back. Now there was some rough months because I wasn't fully experienced, which is going to be with anything in life, and yeah, here we are today.
Now, like, how many listens did you have when you started going into it?
Like 300.
Wow.
Well,
that is not many for full time.
Well, I will say after a lot of the Funko Pops sold, I would probably say I was consistent around 300. Whenever I had listed them all, I was probably around maybe the 500 mark. Even still, it's still kind of low. But consistently 300 for numerous months on end. But then I realized that I need to put more effort into it, which is why I was having to slow down weeks and months and stuff like that.
Yeah, I had a similar issue because I used to own a moving business and then did this on the side. And I was like, well, this is easy. Now I'll just do it full time. But then for like the first 3 months of me doing it full time, I was putting the same exact effort I was into it when I was doing it part time. And I learned like that's not gonna fly.
Right.
Like that's like well, all your bills rely on this. You can't just be putting part time effort into it and expect the same thing. So yeah, like it took me like 3 months to get into it, but then after that I was like, wow.
Exactly.
What's up, Baldy? Another Georgia guy in the house. Yeah, we got Georgians everywhere. Are you a bulldog or a yellow jacket guy?
Bulldog all the way.
Yeah, of course.
Wait, what fan are you?
Penn State. I don't know.
Hey guys, I'm gonna leave the chat now. I'm gonna leave the video call. I'm sorry.
If I cheer for anybody in the SEC, is Clemson in the SEC or the ACC?
They're ACC, I think.
Yeah, well, I like the old Clemson teams. I don't know. I don't really watch college football much, so I don't know. I like the Sammy Watkins those Clemson teams. They were fun to watch.
Yeah, no, they're SEC. They're SEC.
Yeah. What's up, Donna? How you doing? It's the first video poll I've ever watched. I wouldn't consider. I didn't say I watched it. I just said I saw the thumbnail. I didn't say I watched it. They're not going to your listings. I resemble that like a twin. There you go. Bulldogs for life. Okay.
Oh yeah.
What's up, Meg? I just like from what little I know you guys are good now. Like I know like the last 5 years or so, you guys are pretty good.
We've always been good. We've always been good. It's just there's something about the curse of Alabama. But then I never really liked Mark Richt as a coach because he never really showed passion like over a loss. Like with Kirby Smart, no matter if you're winning or losing, you're gonna see straight fire from him from first second of the game to the last second of the game. And I think that's what I respect most. I will say though, the year of Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and all of them, that was the year we should have won. All day talent was there, everything. Yeah. But that's life though.
I know you guys won last year, right?
Oh yeah. National champion.
We won whenever, and probably going to be the only one we ever win, and I'm going to just remember it for the rest of my life. So it's okay.
Hey, all you need is one.
As long as you get one, man. That's
as long as you got that ring, that's all that matters.
So is that your storage behind you, or is that?
This is just yeah, like so basically all this is all listed. I got some things I'm working on behind me. But then my whole
Now,
garage.
is that your basement or is this your garage?
No, no,
Where's
this
the?
this is my office.
It's your office. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys have basements in Georgia? I don't. I think basements like a regional thing. I don't know if. I
Yeah,
think it's
basements are a thing, but we don't have one. we
not
we
yet
just
though.
never. Maybe you never know. We but there are some plans on looking into getting a barnuminium one day and all that. But right now we're just in a 2-story house. So I basically stay upstairs and my wife stays downstairs. That way there's no
Smart.
interference with
Yeah,
work. You know.
that's the way you gotta do it.
But it's weird. Weirdly enough, we're together 90% or let's just say 100% of the time, but we're never like together unless we go out on dates or whatever. Matter of fact, 2 weeks from now we're actually going down to Universal down in Florida. Um, for her birthday. So we got
No.
that coming up.
Oh, so your birthdays are that close together, right? So,
Yeah, mine was the 31st of August and hers is the 13th of September.
nice. Get used to that. Donna, I'm doing house prepping now. I haven't found one of a basement yet, which makes sense. There's a lot of flooding in Florida. I don't see why they would do basements. Your wife says it's like a tornado rolls through his office in the daily. Respond.
No, it's true. Like there's one day where I'm like extremely motivated. I'll clean up, get all of the stuff listed, but then
Hmm.
within the next 3 or 4 hours, boom, it's all packed up with just other stuff I need to get listed.
That's how it goes. So,
Mhm.
is it just your office? That's your eBay space, or is there like a garage
Um,
full of stuff or
so
anything else?
originally I was in my loft and I had racks all the way around. But then I wanted to turn that into like a movie theater room, which I'm in the process of doing that. And then what I end up doing, I have a vaulted ceiling in my garage, and I was like, I could break down these metal racks and build them all the way up to my ceiling. And I got me a big old step ladder and all that. That way I can pull orders. And sure enough, it worked out. I kid you not, perfect because whenever you put in that last little piece of metal that go down to keep it steady, it was like
Hmm.
that much room from the ceiling.
Wow.
Yeah, so it all worked out perfectly. So I got 2, 4, 6, 8. So technically, I have 4 racks, and there's 2 of them are built up on top of each other. But all my garage is just inventory, and I
Nice.
do have a personal storage unit too.
Oh wow. So you got
Oh
yeah,
yeah, we got
yes,
room.
you got room. Yeah, that's like my thing because like I'm moving from a like almost 4,000 square foot warehouse, and I'm moving down to Florida, and I don't want to get a warehouse there. I'm looking for a big house and trying to fit it all in. So I'm looking for like a 30 by 30 garage and trying to maximize that space for
Are
sure.
you moving everything yourself, or are you hiring somebody?
So there's a guy here at my warehouse that owns like a tractor trailer kind of business, and he
Mm,
has a 46-foot trailer, and
okay,
he gave me a really good rate to bring it down for me, but they don't do any of the labor part, so I have to load it and unload it. But he's doing all the driving, so that's what I'm pretty much am using, a 46-foot
okay,
trailer, which I feel it's gonna be plenty of room for what I have.
yeah,
But I just gotta load it and unload it. But it's just like it's different going from like, oh, I have so much space I don't know what to do with, to like, okay, I have to actually be smart now and concise and figure out like where to put something else. Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, I was curious about that.
Hey, how many listings are you at, and like how many are in your dev pile would you guess?
Right now, so it's weird for me. Because I've been trying to hit that 1,300 listing threshold, and I got all the way up to like 1,380, and then it dropped all the way down to like 1,250 within a week.
Well, that's good.
But yeah, no, it's definitely
That means the store's been lit.
yeah. Because right now I'm sitting at 1,298 listings, and I don't know if you have the same problem. It's not. It's a good problem. It's a good problem, but let's just round it up to 13 active listings. Every 90 days, I'm selling 1,000 items every 90 days.
That's really good.
But
That's almost 100 or whatever how people count it. I count it as almost 100% sell through.
yeah, so about 80% something like that. And my,
Yeah.
my question to you is, do you ever run into the problem of not finding anything? Because I have a lot of death pile stuff. If I had to put a number on my death pile stuff, probably easily 1,000 items.
Wow.
Um, yeah, like I kid you not, when I say 1,000, it's I mean, if you're thinking about Pokemon cards, comics, video games, I mean, just tons and tons of stuff. Like I have the inventory, but it's what I tend to do, which I think a lot of us tend to do, is we kind of get that good stuff listed, and then the stuff that's more tedious, we kind of put it off to the side, and then it just keeps getting put on the back burner, back
Yep.
burner. So yeah, But
Yeah,
yeah.
that's kind of well. So since I'm moving, I kind of got the motivation to go through it as much as I can. So now, like before I start listing my good stuff, I force myself to list about 10 to 20 items for my dev pile, and and then my reward after that is to list the better stuff that I have. So that's kind of how I'm motivating me. Is just, I was like, okay, let me go. This store has been untouched. Like I found a tote yesterday that I probably had from 2 years ago. I had nice like Wedgwood stuff in there. I had some nice Lennox crystal stuff in there.
Oh
Like
wow.
pieces that like this big were worth like $60, $70. They were just legit chilling
Yeah.
there for probably almost 2 years. I'm like, hey, cool.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good idea because I've done a little bit of that in the past where I would just go into my spare bedroom and be like, I'm gonna list this tote. Like, I'm pretty sure you've seen some videos of me finding that big diecast car collection in a storage
Yeah.
unit. That took me, you know, basically 2 years to completely get everything listed. I just now got everything listed probably a month ago,
Wow.
and yeah, and that unit was just absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I feel like once you like that's the probably the biggest reason why my death pile goes up is from buying storage units. And when you buy storage units, you just get so much crap. It's just like
Oh yeah,
it's almost like impossible to go through it. That's for sure.
it's a never ending chaos.
Yeah. What's up, JRKR? What's up, Matt? How are you doing? Florida's a big sandbar. Basements in Florida require boat registration. Okay, good to know. Kyle says he has over 10K items in his death pile.
Wow.
Kyle, you better start doing something about that, man.
I mean, it's
How
not
about this?
necessarily a bad thing.
How about this, Kyle? Every month, just send me 500 of those items to my new address, okay, Kyle? We'll work out a deal. I'll help you. I'll help you out with that. Are you only sourcing high demand stuff, or anything you can find that's interesting?
um, I mean, the high end stuff is always nice. I do a lot of like bin store, Amazon liquidation stores, and it's nice to find that big ticket item. But I feel, which in my opinion, that people are more prone to spending $30, $40 compared to $500. I feel like those little sales, 20, 30, $40 items, it adds up over time, and that is, to be honest with you, probably my most quickest sellers. Um, but I mean, I'll take 10, $20 items all day than just one $200 item. The $200 item is good. I love it, but I like that little stuff.
Yeah, that's what I say too. Is like the $20, $30 items is kind of what pays the bills. So like, those are the sales I get all the time. I got one today for New Balance shoes that I've also found in Amish country. Believe it or not, I
Oh wow.
bought two pairs of 920s or 930 New Balance shoes made in USA that sells for 200 plus. The guy for $2 each. The first one sold today for 250 plus shipping.
Ooh,
So
dang.
like those are great, but that's like a like a once like in a month kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
awesome to see it, but like I say, that's I can't rely on that to pay my bills all the time.
I was
But
that's like
those,
a reward for like working hard. Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that was like, whoo, that's what I call those like a fist bump sale. Like when that happens,
Yeah.
you do one of these. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
let's
I'm
go.
the same way. Anytime I get a seller there, I'll run downstairs and I'll be like, "Hey, babe, look," and show her my phone, and she'd be like, "Oh my god!"
Is that exactly
Yeah,
how she
that's like,
does
"Oh
it?
my gosh!" That's what she does.
Yeah, but like the rest of it is like $10 and $20 profit things, but it pays the bills. And so you do enough of those, you definitely get the bill covered.
Oh yeah.
It was nice, yeah. Yes. What's up, Cheryl? Cheryl says hello. Love watching you both. All right.
Oh yeah,
So,
Cheryl. Hi,
so
Cheryl.
I'm glad you have a good taste in channels, Cheryl. That's good to know. Let's talk about YouTube real quick. How long have you been doing? How long ever after since you started full time? You're like, all right, let me make content about it. And what was the
Um.
thought process of doing that?
So with my whole reselling thing, it was kind of if you can go back and watch some of my videos, I was very cringe because I used to just pull up in tabs of my soul comps and stuff like that, and it was easy at first, but then the more and more I kept watching, the more and more I got better. I was just like, wow, I'm actually a lot smarter than what I look. And I was and I was sitting there going through some of the stuff. I remember going to one garage. I said this before I started recording, and I literally found probably $2,000 worth of stuff, and I spent like $200. I'm like, I feel like people would benefit from this, and I started. Got me a GoPro, and finally, I'll probably say 6 months into reselling, I was like, let's go ahead and put some content out, see what happens. And my content didn't start getting better until probably my first full year of reselling, because when you first start, you're not really crazy knowledgeable about stuff, but then the more and more you do, it's like a muscle. The more you work it, the better you're gonna get at it.
And also like if you don't get better at it, you'll see your channels like I feel like YouTube is really good at that. Like when your channel starts plateauing or like even declining, you're like, okay, wait a minute, something has to change. It's kind of like them telling you, hey, whatever you were doing isn't working anymore. And you got to fix it, you got to adjust it, you got to retry it again. So like I feel like you did that too. You can see kind of in your history of how you made your videos, then made a little upgrade here, done that for a couple of months, made a little upgrade there. So it's definitely cool to see.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, because there's some things where I would do like certain little 3D like text come in and stuff like that, and I realized it's really not that big of a deal. And some people didn't like it, so I was like, okay, let's just go back to original, this, that, and the other. And one thing I used to kind of have shorter videos, and then probably the past maybe 6 months to a year, I've started going longer videos because my retention time has been crazy through the roof. And if we're talking about monetary value on YouTube, they actually promote that with the more longevity of your videos, the more money you essentially make. Now,
the more ads you can put it in, the more money you will make.
right.
Yeah, man.
Exactly. And I don't make that much money from YouTube, but I mean, it's a little bit that pays like my wife's car payment. That's literally what I use my YouTube money for, specifically for my wife.
But that's also just the now. If you
Yeah.
continue to growing, that could become your car payment and her car payment in the future, and then whatever else goes.
Oh yeah, we'd be in business then.
What's up, Upcycle Shed? Thank you for being here. Yep, pivot and improve. Yep, that's exactly how you gotta do it. That's why like I don't get those complaints of people saying, "Oh man, YouTube hates my channel," or "Oh man, I can't do this." And then you look at their content; it's the same content they had for a whole year straight. It's the same exact things. Nothing's changing. I'm like, maybe it's not really YouTube that it hates
Yeah.
you. You just haven't really changed what you were putting out.
Yeah, I think people watch for mainly two reasons. I think, in my opinion, I think the number one reason why people watch certain people is entertainment. Because as
Yes.
humans, we're greedy for entertainment. We want to be entertained all the time. And I think the second part is to actually learning from those resellers. I think you have certain people out there who are good resellers, and you got great resellers. Then you have really great resellers. I don't know really where I fall in that category, but I will say that I've learned so much from other YouTubers to where I can kind of repeat and recycle the same information, but do it on a different personality base, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
No, I definitely agree. I feel like YouTube you have to be either educational or entertaining. Ideally, both. If
Right.
you got both down, like I think you'd be good. But there's plenty of people that like I watch just for education. They
Yeah.
don't really have like a big personality or whatever, but they are so good at teaching me what to buy and sell that I still put them on. And there's
Oh, yeah.
some I watch, like no offense to Dave, he's watching, NC Picker. I watch him for entertainment. Definitely
Yeah.
watch him. New Balance, yeah, it was. Yeah, they're both 990 series. I mean, 993s sell for 250 plus. I was like, I knew the 990s were good. I thought they were like $100 good, and I didn't think they were like 250 good. That was good. James says my YouTube check pays for a pack of now laters in the generic yellow soda. Hey man, it's something, right? And then Jim wants to know, I'm guessing this is for you, because I don't think I have any for shipping on my store. Because I noticed some of your items on Ubisoft have free shipping, others have shipping. Why do you do things that way?
Yeah, that's probably for me. I get this question a lot on my YouTube videos. There's really no rhyme or reason for it. It's just basically when you see a sold comp, I just kind of replicate it. So sometimes the price is already included with the shipping. And granted, I know that some items will go to California, whatever. Depending on the weight, sometimes I'll do plus shipping, but some stuff I'll do free shipping, just about replicating the listings. No matter if I lose $2 or $3, it's not that big of a deal whenever I have $2 or $3 into something that sells for 100. I get it. That money adds up. But at the same time, I'm not really stressing over it. But
Yeah.
realistically, it's just replicating listings.
Yeah, mine is always plus shipping because in the past, YouTube would have a different fees. Like if you promote, they would only charge you on the price fee, and if you did like so, like I say, I sell something for $100 plus shipping. If I promote that, they only would charge you on the 100. They wouldn't charge you on the shipping price. Now, if I did a like 120 free ship, they would charge me on the whole 120. but ever since that they changed it, so it's a little like makes a little less sense to not do free shipping now. But
Mm,
still, like I send a lot of offers, I do a lot of sales, I do a lot of I don't have free returns, so like all that kind of hurts me if I make it free shipping. So
right.
that's why mine are all plus ship. That's my thing. But I feel like say like what you said makes sense. Like if you buy an item for like $2, sell it for 100. It really matter if you lose $2 on the shipping or not at the end. You know,
Right,
it's
because at the end of the day, everybody's looking for a deal. You know, when you look at one day I explained to somebody locally, when you look at Walmart, I don't know if you knew this or not, but Walmart takes 1% of their sales, and that's how they make their money.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
I'm
So it's like,
surprised it's that high, to be honest with that. I thought
right,
that'd be
right,
even less.
yeah. So in my opinion, it's just like, I'm not greedy for money. It's nice to make money, nice to make a living and put a little bit of money out to the side for future retirement one day. But it's like I'm not gonna stress over $2 or $3. As long as that item sells, at the end of the day, everybody's looking for good deals, and if I can, drop $2 or $3 on it just from shipping, I give that 2 thumbs up in my book.
Now, if you go to Walmart and they sell you bananas for 50 cents, do you offer them $1 and tell them, hey, these bananas are way too cheap, or do you give them 50 cents?
No, that's different. That's different. They're a big corporation. They're making billions. Okay, I'm over here making a couple thousand. That's about it.
Because like I get the comments so much. Like you could have offered the guy more, or you could have
Right.
get like even today. I put a video today where I got a whole box of video games for $20, and I
Mm,
asked the guy how much, and he said 20, and I paid it. And then I was like, you could
right.
have gave the guy 40, you could give the guy 50. I'm like, he asked for 20. So, like I'm not gonna. It's not my job to pay him more than what they asked. Like I'm not gonna go into a convenience store and say, hey, this is worth double. Here you go. Here's $5
Yeah.
instead of two. Those comments really irritate me,
You see,
man.
I rarely get those comments. Maybe just because I'm smaller on YouTube. Um,
You trust me. You
it's
I was
coming.
saying the same thing, and now I get them like every single day.
Yeah.
And like I used to block people and just move on with it. Now I'm having just too much fun, so now I reply. Even today, I pinned one of them just so my viewers can go at them and have some fun too.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
but
Yeah.
it's very annoying.
Oh no, I bet. I bet. As a matter of fact, I had one comment about setting up my wife for failure. I basically she was helping me pull orders one day, and I moved the item from the prospective SKU, and I moved it to somewhere else. And I showed that in the video. It was a joking thing between me and my wife, and I got 2 comments from 2 different people saying that I was narcissistic and I set her up for failure. And I'm just like, yeah, all right. And I was like, first, y'all gotta understand, we met in the military. This is just how we are, just how we joke around. You should see stuff behind the scenes that we don't really say on camera and stuff like that because we love each other so much we just don't get offended. But yeah, it's called me narcissistic and I'm controlling in the
So,
relationship, and I'm just
why do you hate women? Can you tell me
because I can't. Yeah, I don't know. It threw me for a loop because I'm like, out of all things you could have called me, you said narcissist, and I was like, well, I guess I'm a narcissist now.
Someone wants to know about your son.
I don't have a son. Oh my god, that's Mako. We play Fortnite together.
I was like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a kid. That's what.
Yeah, no, he's my Fortnite son.
So
Yeah, I used to.
you put him in your backpack. Is that what happened?
Oh yeah, I used to stream on. Well, I kind of do a little bit now, but not. I don't do it enough. But I used to stream on Twitch playing Fortnite, and he met me like 3 years ago, and he's just been watching and playing with me ever since.
Nice. What's up, Amanda? Still offers and returns kill free ship. Never none. Yep, that's where I stand, Tommy, for sure. Jim sold that pin. Yep. Yeah, I pinned it today. Somebody commented, "I watch your videos for." Man, it's such a good comment. I had to like read it word for word. It was that good. He said, "Let me find it real quick. I watch these videos to learn about bolos, not to watch grown men beg for video games in hopes of fleecing unsuspecting sellers." That's the comment.
I read that one. I read that one. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And then I replied, "I make these videos for entertainment, not to watch grown men cry in my comment section about not getting bolos."
And that's the power of social media, man. People have they gotta have a comment in every little negative thing. I
Yeah,
don't know.
man,
It's crazy.
it's for fun. You generally don't offer more. What do you mean generally? Is there sometimes you offer more, Jed? I never offer more. Say like that's I don't know. It may be like a bad stance, but like I say, it's not my job to educate the people at the sales of what they have. You know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah,
it's like I'm not gonna tell them, hey, by the way, this sells on eBay for 100. You should sell it for more than $10. No,
yeah,
you want to go for 10? I'll take it off your hands for 10. You know, and
yeah,
so that's exactly where I stand.
yeah. I think if it's let's say you have like a little bit, let's say if you what you were buying at the garage was like $11, and all you have is, or let's say 11.50, you got 12. That 50 cents is okay. I also feel like that if you're doing like a private pick with somebody, then you might be able to pay a little more,
Yep.
because you want to keep that personal connection. But
No,
garage
exactly.
sales, though, I agree with you though. He asked for 20, that's what he wanted, then so be it.
Yep. Jim has the same exact point as you. Yep. It's good to offer more on a private pick. Yep.
Oh, yeah, there
The,
you go.
that's exactly like we're like on a private pick. It's completely different. And then also the people that like usually I get a private pick from are people that watch me and like watch my stuff too. So like they also kind of know the value of stuff more than just a regular Joe Schmo at a yard sale too.
Right.
And so I go to private picks with a completely different mindset than going to yard sale. Like I know I'm going to pay up, but I also know the stuff's going to be way better than yard sale stuff too.
Right.
So that's how it works.
It's always a
Leroy
good
says,
connection to have.
"I watch these videos to learn about tools, not to hear grown men complain about comments."
Right.
Man. What's up there, Daddy? Exactly, right? Exactly. Come on, Paul. You know Walmart offers all of their suppliers more money than quoted. Stop scamming thieves. Like it's funny because like in the past I used to get the comments of like, man, you should have, why'd you counter, because somebody like says I'll do 5 and I would say, would you do take 3, right? People
Right.
complain about that now. Just people say 5, I give them 5, like, man, you should have given them 10.
Yeah.
So it's like
You can't you can't win. You can't
people are
win.
never satisfied, man.
Right.
It's just gonna be what it is.
Yeah,
um
I believe in the negotiation though. Negotiations to me is for everything. Now granted if it's like that good of a deal and then by all means
yeah.
do it. But like if I'm not sure and I don't really want to look it up, they want $10 for something, like, would you do 8? Sure.
And then also like the times that I do counter, it's usually with like an electronic or some animatronic thing
Yeah,
that
right.
there's a chance where it doesn't work. So that way I kind of justify my loss if I was say, oh well, good thing I only paid $5 because it's junk instead of paying
Right.
$10 for it. So, and a lot of people like a lot of the times people that watch it they don't get that. They're like, oh man, that thing sells for 100. You couldn't give them $10 for it. I'm like, well, they could have also sold for 0.
Right. Right. Or it'll be like, well, it sells for 40 parts, and then that at least covers, your buy cost, and you make a
Yeah.
little bit of money.
The only time I offer more is if I feel the seller has more stuff that I'm interested in that they don't have to get more games and back them. Okay, that makes sense too. People that want you to pay more to say offer 50%. That is true. I had a actually pretty funny eBay story today. Somebody bought a pair of jeans from me on Monday, and then they paid like an hour ago, and they were like, "Can you please ship ASAP? I need them." And I'm like, "Well, if you needed them, why don't you pay Monday?"
Yeah, I've had the same thing where somebody will buy something Saturday night. Can you please ship out tomorrow? I'm like, tomorrow's Sunday. I can't ship out.
Yeah. I'm like, but Amazon can.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm not Amazon. I'll try, but I will never be that big.
Tell me about the picking scene in Savannah. Is it like all year round yard sales? Do you guys have like a dead parts of the year?
Yeah, definitely wintertime is definitely a lot slower. We do have a flea market that's near us, but it's back in the day it used to be really good, just kind of just your regular people clearing out their garages and stuff. Now it's to where like everybody there is just a reseller. So that's why I never do do flea market videos. But as far as like garage sales, probably 9 months out of the year it's pretty solid.
Oh, wow.
And then going into like that last 3 months towards the end of the year, it's just really slow. So then you gotta kind of have to be creative with what you find.
But like the weather is still like, is the weather cold? Is that why it's there, or
Yeah, it gets a little cold, not like brutal cold, but it will get cold to where people don't want to have garage sales.
like cold enough to wear hoodies, right?
Right, yeah. Oh, yeah, no, yeah. Like my wife calls me crazy because I have the same fit that I wear all year long. I usually wear a hoodie with a shirt underneath and then shorts. I wear that year round. So if I go to the gym, I wear a hoodie, shorts.
It's quite a combo.
It, well, it's weird. Like my upper body it stays cold. You know, my lower body it stays warm. So I don't know. It's just the way it
Yeah,
works.
there we go. Had our buyer person the Wednesday night. I shipped it Thursday morning. The morning she sent a message saying it was 2 day shipping. Why it's not here yet? Yeah,
Ugh.
that's how it works sometimes, Kyle. That's how it works. So what do you do in the seasons when it's like slow? Do you just that where your death pile kind of gets a little more
Yeah,
destroyed?
the death pod gets a little love. I will say something that I'm doing new this year, which I think will help me into the wintertime this year, is online auctions, in-person auctions. Very underrated in my opinion because I don't really see
Agreed.
anybody talking about it. I've seen a couple of videos of you going to your local auction house and
Hmm.
finding great deals. I think that's going to play a role into this year. But the thrift stores around me aren't that great. So sometimes I'll go into South Carolina. They have some really good, solid thrift stores there. But yeah.
Yeah, the place I'm moving to, like in my general vicinity in Florida, I have 3 local auction houses within a 5 mile radius of my
Oh, wow.
house. I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's a, people like they say, "Oh man, there's nothing good in Florida. You're not gonna find anything any good stuff." I'm like, I'm gonna have 3 local auction houses. It's gonna be almost
Yeah.
impossible for me not to find anything good.
Yeah. Like I did.
Uh,
I got one auction house that's 20 miles from here. They just do online. Then there's one that's 10 minutes away. They do in person and online. And then there's 2 other ones that are about 45 minutes away from me. But they usually all have really good stuff. The in person auction that I went to probably a month ago, and you know about Revere ware and pots and pans
hmm
and all this stuff. And I've never seen this before. Is a Revere ware double roaster, and this one of the induction ones that you throw into the oven, and it was brand new in the box. Now finding them brand new is a little, it's hard to come by. And guess how much I want it for on auction? $5.
I was gonna get 6. Damn.
Yeah, $5, and
What does it sell for?
within 2 days it sold for $130.
Yeah,
And that's what I'm
guys,
saying.
auction houses are terrible. No, nobody.
Yeah. Forget what I said.
What Tommy said, no money in auctions. I avoid all costs. That's it.
Yeah.
Tommy's the reason I started going
Oh, really?
to the auction house. You talk about it on his show quite a bit, how you always score. And I was like, wait a minute, let me see what I have. And I Googled something around me, and then boom. And then you won't believe the amount of comments I get in the videos. How do I find this?
Google,
Like, it's
your
like,
best friend.
like I'm not gonna. Also, they're like, I live in Philly. Where is this? I'm like, I'm not
Right.
gonna tell you where it
Yeah.
is. Like, I'm sure you can Google it and figure it out. But
Yeah.
then the manager of the auction houses found me on YouTube and subscribed. And then
Oh,
she
yeah.
replied to all those comments. It's here every Monday, blah blah blah, with the address. I'm like, damn it, Angel.
Right.
And then, like, legit, like a month after I started making the videos, we went from having about like 30 people at the auction house to almost like 100. And
Oh,
all of them
wow.
were like, "Hey, Paul, we love your stuff. We love you. We watch your channel." And I'm like, "Okay, that's great. Just don't bid me up.
It's all that free promotion you're giving them.
I'm glad you're here. Just don't bid up against me. Bid up against everybody else in here."
Right.
What's up, S&P postcards? What's going on? Leader says I'm 100% right. I would never go to the auction house and meet anybody in an auction to go to yard sales, and the estate sales will do much better. That's right, Leroy. See, no, especially if you're in the Savannah area or if you're in the Sarasota area, auction houses are
Yeah.
terrible. Nobody,
I'll find you.
nobody do it. And like online, you mean like you're like high bid or like
So there's 3 auction houses that are near me that do the high bid. There's one of them who own their own platform, their own website.
Oh.
The one that has their own website, they're in South Carolina. The other 3 are here in Georgia.
So how far is the border for you?
Right down the road, actually. It's 10 miles until I get to the
Okay.
South Carolina sign. Yeah, it's not far at all.
What's up, Infisa? I haven't seen you in a minute. Hopefully you're doing good. I know Infisa lives in Alaska, lives off grid.
Oh, wow.
And I know they're building like a cabin and stuff, so busy time of year. It's
Yeah.
crazy. She'd be like, "Hey, it's 70 degrees," and then the next day she's like, "Hey, it's snowing."
Right. Isn't it Alaska? Isn't it like, doesn't it stay like dark like 90% of the time of the year or something like that?
And Fisa, confirm or deny? I would say it probably does most of the times when she comes on the channel or whatever. It's usually dark outside, so, so I'll
Okay.
probably say yeah.
I don't know
It's
why. I don't know why I heard that. It's something about like it stays dark like all the time. I might be
guess it
wrong.
kind of makes sense. I actually I learned a couple days ago, just through random YouTube videos, that there's like a place in Norway that the sun never sets. Like
Hmm.
they have the way the sun rotates. So there's like a place up top. Like no one lives there because it's freezing. Because
Yeah.
it's like but like the North Pole, or whatever. But the sun never sets there. It's always light.
Oh
I
wow.
thought that was pretty interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
Visa says it's dark and cold.
Dark and cold.
So,
Okay.
okay, there we go. Thank you for confirming that.
I think I learned that from a TV show or something. I don't know. I heard it from
Yeah.
somewhere.
There's some Alaskan reality shows. I used to watch like Ice Truckers or something.
Yeah. I've
They
seen
went
those
through there,
videos.
and then there was like Alaskan State Troopers. I used to watch that, like the Final Frontier. That was a pretty funny show. Oh, cold and dark as well. So it's dark and cold, and then cold and dark as well. Okay, good to
Oh,
know.
there you go.
Do you watch any like TV or movies to entertain yourself, or what do you do?
Um. Yeah. I mean, I'm more of a horror person. I like scary movies. Um. I mean, as of right now, I'm watching Friday Night Lights, the TV show. I've seen
Okay,
it. I've seen it before. I wanted to see it again. Favorite TV show of all time is called Blue Mountain State. If you like,
that's not the football one, right?
yeah,
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 I've
it's
seen it like on
very.
Netflix or something before.
I think
I think so.
I don't. It used to be on Netflix. I don't think it's on there anymore. But it's very raunchy and it's funny. It's a highly underrated TV show. But it's probably my favorite comedy show of all time.
Now, is it like The Office and Seinfeld funny, where you can just put it on in the background and work and still laugh at the jokes, or do you have to like pay attention to it?
You don't have to pay attention to it. It's mainly like frat football players that are just extremely dumb. Uh, like you have Thad Castle. He's like the leader of the football team, but he's just so extra. Like it's not obnoxious.
Your
No,
wife has a different point of view on this show, by the
it
way.
is not. She will vouch for me to say that it was fun. It's fun. She'll at least vouch that.
It can be obnoxious and funny too. It's definitely
You know, you're
possible.
right. It is obnoxiously funny. There you go.
There you go.
So
Thank you
technically,
again,
she's agreeing with me.
Jen, for dropping the link. Yeah, look at you, 5.29, man. Look at
Yeah,
yeah, you're growing up there, man.
yeah. Like it's crazy. The past 30 days, we've gotten over 400 subscribers. Like it's. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm just hitting the algorithm or something. But
Look at these videos 2.7, 3.5, 5.1,
yeah,
5.2. Okay, I see
yeah.
you, man. There you
It's
go.
crazy, dude. It's a blessing to see all like just the random views and the subscribers going up, man. It's never thought I would ever grow this big. I mean, small, but you know what I mean.
But hey,
Gotta start
one
somewhere.
guy, like I once heard one person tell me like that out of everybody that starts YouTube, one in like 100 make it to 100 subscribers. And out of
Oh,
those
wow.
100 subscribers, one in those 100 makes it to 1,000. Then those
I
make it to
didn't know that.
1,000, one of those 100 makes it to 10 grand, and like so on and so forth. So every time you pass one of those thresholds, just remember, hey, I'm that 1% that made it.
Right.
That's kind
Okay.
of the way I go to like encourage myself to keep going. So like just like how you should like celebrate every milestone, every time you get a sub goal reached, every time you get a view goal reached. Hey, that's awesome. They're just pretty much
Yeah.
showing like, hey, you're getting rewarded for your hard work. So it's definitely cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nope.
I feel like I should get 10% since you guys
Yeah.
stay
Right.
on my show.
It was a video game for $18.
There we go. You owe me $1.80.
It was free shipping. It was free shipping though.
Ah,
I had to
that's
deduct that
terrible.
from your pay.
No, that comes from your pay. I still get my $1.80. Shed said that they used to love Friday Night Lights. I guess may have changed a little bit. I don't.
It's a really good it's a good TV show. It really is very like drama filled, funny. The coaches, whoever I forget the dude who coaches the football team, but he did a really good job.
Yeah. What's up, Kristen? How you doing? And Visa wants to know, can I ask where you pick from, Georgia Picker?
Where do I pick from? I mean, as far as like cities around me, I mean the state of Georgia, state of South Carolina, but I mainly the Savannah area. There's Bloomingdale, Pooler, Guyton.
Which streets? Can you give us house addresses and streets and zip codes?
I know. Nope, that's why I got a GPS. GPS takes me everywhere.
What's up, Cindy? Cindy just subscribed to you. So
Oh,
there you
thank you.
go. Give him a chance, Cindy. He's decent.
Or
He
five
is my
subscribers away. Or 5 subscribers away from 5,300. So
my guess is Georgia, says Anfisa.
yes,
Is
yes.
that correct?
I'm not just included to Georgia. I like going to South Carolina too. You know, we're multi-state.
What's up, Charlene? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Savannah, isn't it like a really like popular art school
SCAD.
down
Yeah,
SCAD?
yeah.
Yeah, I used to work at anthropology at the headquarters, and a lot of the people that we hired from SCAD, and
Yeah, there's some
they
talented
had
people.
nothing but amazing like things to say about Savannah and how gorgeous it is. So, can you
Yeah, the
confirm or
historic.
deny?
Yeah, no. Downtown Savannah is really, really nice. You know, you got the brick roads. You go to River Street. You got City Market. Matter of fact, we actually go down there to River Street where all the bars and clubs are, and we go down there and party and stuff like that. At least in my younger days, because I just turned 30, so I can no longer go out to the bars and clubs anymore. Also, because I got married, I can't do that no more.
This is why I don't
But
get married, kids.
but no, historically though, it's really beautiful though.
What like food is it known for? Like if you go to Savannah, what do I have to try?
If you go downtown, it's just your basic stuff. I wouldn't really. There's the Pink House, expensive but very nice. Um, but other than that, it's just Southern food. Really, it's nothing really, in my opinion, what it's known for. But the Pink House is nice. You also have the Pirate House, great breakfast buffet, that type of stuff.
Derek says try Paula Dean's restaurant. Is that down there somewhere?
Paula Deen, is that new?
No, Paula Dean's like 80 years old. She
No,
can't
I'm
be
in the
new.
restaurant. No, it's down there. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I have eaten here, so yeah. Creek House is good. Yeah, it's mainly seafood.
I,
Um,
I love me some good seafood. Yeah.
I have not been there in a while. Yeah, but yeah, seafood. I love me some seafood. I love me some crab, shrimp, low country boil. I eat it all.
Low country, that's what Kyle just said. Kiwi just up to you as well.
Oh, thank you.
Shad just up to you as well. James just
Hey,
up to you. But James said he's a terrible subber, so he's gonna sub and not watch. Just so you
well, I appreciate the clicking of the button. I appreciate that.
Kathy, Jennifer's dropping the link like multiple times. If you click on that link, you will definitely find it. Also, it's in the description down below. When you click on his name, Georgia Picker, his link is going to show up as well. That's how you find him.
Yeah, we just hit 5,300 subscribers. Thank y'all.
There you
Appreciate
go.
that.
I
Thank
get
y'all.
10% of that too.
Okay, that's so good.
Is there crocodiles in Georgia?
Yes,
Really?
yeah, yep. Along the Savannah River.
I thought that was just, no, that's like whatever, alligators, the same thing. But I
What?
thought that was just like a Florida thing. I don't know what they went
Oh
up
no,
to.
yeah, no, they're definitely here in Georgia. Matter of fact,
Interesting.
they just scooped one up in a parking lot not too far from here. It was just randomly a lady was coming home from work, checking her mailbox, and there was a crocodile just sitting there, or a gator or whatever it is,
In the mailbox?
next to the mailbox.
I
Not
would,
in the
I would,
mailbox. Next
I
to
would
it.
poop my pants if I open the mailbox and the alligator jumps out. I'm dead. I'm just dead.
Yeah.
Oh man, I went to a place called Varsity when I was in Georgia.
Varsity, yeah, it's isn't that a bar? Like a bar and grill place?
Varsity is greasy but good, says ATL. Greasy and good sounds like something I would enjoy. We also have Crocs in our neighborhood,
Yeah, yeah. We have
like the shoes.
I don't know. I don't know. She wears her Crocs everywhere, so she might be talking about her own shoes.
I'm wearing Crocs right now, so man.
I don't know. Like, so, all right. I'm not biased, but I do not understand the fascination behind Crocs. I don't.
Have you ever tried them?
I have. I don't like them.
Wow.
Well, I also wear a size 14, so like.
I'm a size 16, so I
Oh
feel you
well,
there.
and you like them?
Yeah.
I don't
Today
know.
was my first time this morning when I went to Amish country. I was like, yeah, probably not really a good croc type of setting. So I wore my Asics for the first time in about 2 weeks, and my feet were killing me. I was like, man, this is so uncomfortable. I couldn't
Yeah,
wait to go home and put my Crocs on. I know it's not a fashion statement. think they look terrible. I
yeah,
think they look awful, but it's like wearing like pillows on your feet. I don't know. For
really.
me, it just feels so comfy.
Yeah, see, I like my Under Armour shoes. My Under Armour shoes are always comfy. I do everything with them.
Just subscribe to Georgia Picker. Look forward to. There we go.
Hey,
Thank you
thank
for
you.
doing that.
I appreciate that.
Paul, you will get your fill of gators in Florida. You're moving forever. I am not a moving before me. Well, Kiwi boy, you can move too. Uh, I don't know, like the part I've been to in Florida, the gators are there, but they're like by the rivers. The house I'm looking at is not really close to any river, so it might take a while for the gator to come to where I am. But I guess I have to be on the lookout for those. I don't know. What do you do since you're a resident gator person? If you see a gator like within 10 feet of you, what is the operation? What do you
Um,
do? You
so
scream?
as soon as you can do, you can just run. You can run away. But if he sneaks up on you, from what I hear, you just take your thumb, you put it in his eye. That's what I hear. Don't
That's
know if
what
that's true or not. Might
that,
get you
that's
killed,
what
but
that's what Chubbs did from Happy Gilmore, and he lost his hand.
yeah. I mean, at least he's still alive, right? He's still alive. I
I,
mean,
I, I guess that's
count
true.
your blessings, you know.
Just rather be alive without a hand. I guess that makes sense.
Hey, they make prosthetics, man. You know.
Maybe a snake in my mailbox.
Yeah.
I ate at Varsity hot dogs.
Okay. I
Okay.
don't think I've ever had varsities. Have
I would
I?
put my pants together with some generator around me like a right shed. That's how I feel too. If you wants to know how long you've been reselling, I think you already answered this, but you can say it again.
March of this year would be 2 years, so I guess 2.5 years now.
Nice.
Yeah, it's definitely
And full time 2 years, right? Because you said 4 months into it, you went full time.
4 months. So yeah, so a little over 2 years full time. Yeah,
My son lives in Guyton. I will have to sub you and watch.
I
Is
live in
Guy
Guyton. I
is
live in Guyton.
Guyton? That's where you live too?
Yeah, that's where I live.
Are you
Um,
her son?
no. Southern, Southern Future. I live right around the corner from South Effingham High School.
A small world. That's crazy.
Yeah, if she lives in well, he or she lives in Guyton, you should know exactly where that's at.
Uh, Varsity was a burger place. They put the slaw on the burger. I never had that before.
Okay,
Interesting.
maybe I never eaten there.
Yeah. Where I'm from, we call them long-nosed frogs. It's illegal to hunt alligator. Is it really illegal to hunt alligator? Why do I like see it in like restaurants down there all the time? That's interesting.
Hunting.
Because
I don't know.
I've met some people like down in Florida, like when I go down like in Central Florida, and one person says he hunts them. Like he says like you're allowed to hunt like one or two a year, but they have to be a certain size before you kill them or something. So I never heard about it being illegal.
No, I've never heard of that either.
Too soft of shoes can wreck your body if you wear them every day. Interesting. Did not know that. My
Hmm.
body's getting destroyed then. Games Never says when you run, you need to zigzag from a gator. That makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. Paul, I have found gators in the woods more than 1,000 yards from the water. Well, don't tell me that, Kyle, man.
That's
I'm gonna
funny.
hit that up Chubbs too. What's up, Emily? Welcome in. Is there another sale?
Yeah,
Showing off, huh?
I need to turn my notifications on. I thought I did.
Alligator tastes good. Yeah, I've had it sometimes. It tastes like a little chewier version of chicken.
Yeah, I've had gator. Gator's
Your,
good.
your your wife agrees that it's good to eat.
Oh yeah. I mean, other than she spelled gator wrong, but I feel you. Yeah, no, it's good. I got to give her a crap though. I got to. It's part of my job as a husband.
Does it taste like dinosaurs?
I mean,
That is the second dinosaur question you got asked today. That's probably two
Yeah.
more than you thought you were going to get asked about them, right?
I know, right? That's funny.
Pools, patios, you name it. Dang it. Never had it, never will. Jen, you got to broaden your horizon sometimes. You got to try some things, man. You got to live a little.
Yeah, see, I'm not like that. I don't.
Darn for all-
I
yeah.
don't like. I will try it.
Now tell me this. So Brandon, we have this new show on every Monday. We call it Reseller Draft, where we draft different things, like our favorite things.
Mhm.
Last week we did favorite sounds, right?
Okay.
And I said my favorite sound is the eBay cha-ching.
Hmm.
And some people gave me crap for it. Do you agree that as a reseller that should be your favorite sound? Is the cha-ching you hear from eBay? Like what sound will make
Um,
you happier?
there's two sounds that I like. I like the cha-ching, but then I also like my Amazon selling notification too.
Oh, see, I don't
Um,
sell on Amazon, so I don't know
uh,
what that sounds like.
it's like I think it's like a normal generic one, but it's like do or something like that.
Yeah.
But the eBay cha-ching is very satisfying. I will say that.
I mean, people put like campfire or like the ocean or like the rainforest, whatever. I was like, nah, give me the ching.
No, yeah, the
You,
cha-ching sounds better because at least when
ching
you're out
is
there in
way better
public,
than all those.
yeah, if you're in public, it's just like people are going to turn their heads like, "What was that cha-ching?"
I had it sometimes when I'm like doing a negotiation at a yard sale, and you hear the ching, and you're like, eh.
Yeah,
should have had
right.
this. Should have had the phone on silent.
Yeah.
What's up, JB Fox? The Varsity is a dive and restaurant in Atlanta. Okay.
Oh, okay.
How far is Atlanta's kind of far from you, right? You're on the other side of the state, right?
Yeah, Atlanta's about 4 hours away, 3.5 hours, 4.5, somewhere around there, depending on traffic.
The cha-ching is king.
It
Definitely.
is.
Very true.
I mean, if you want me to put it back on, I'll turn it back on.
No, you could definitely, yo, man.
All right,
That's motivation.
all right, I'll put
Let's
it back
see.
on then.
I haven't gotten one since with you though, so you gotta give me some luck. All I got was an offer declined.
Yeah, all right.
I've seen people eat iguanas in Florida too. Would you eat that too? I'm sure if it was prepared right, I would eat it. What's the craziest thing you ever ate? If you don't count gators.
Craziest thing I've ever. I've tried freeze dried crickets.
That's kind of crazy. I said
It was it
that's
was
up there.
it was sour cream and onion flavor.
Sour cream, or they were like
They're,
chips.
yeah, they're freeze dried, so it's like they're crunchy. So there was sour cream and onion, there was cheddar, and then there was like ranch flavor. And I mean, I tried all three, but sour cream and onion was the best tasting one.
Interesting. I think for me it was probably in Ecuador. I tried a guinea pig. That's I feel like that's up there, right?
Yeah,
That's a
no,
little
that's
crazy.
definitely a little weird. Yeah,
I've had kangaroo before. I've had emu before. I feel like those two are up there as well. Like, but
yeah, no,
yeah,
I'm not. Yeah, I haven't. I don't think I've had anything exotic other than gator.
yeah.
Um,
Oh, shit,
yeah,
cuy. That's what it's called in Ecuador. Guinea pigs. They're called cuy.
oh,
They legit like roast them like full in front of you on like a fire spit.
does it
They
taste
roast.
like pork or
Yeah, they taste like pork, just a little smaller. The
yeah,
reason why, because in that part of the mountain, it was like in the mountains in Ecuador, where there was not many other animals but guinea pigs the whole time.
yeah?
So they're like, hey, these suckers are here. Let's eat them. So that
Okay, yeah,
I say,
why
what
not?
in Rome, right? That's my
Yep.
thing. It's like, hey, if people here like it, let me know. And then we found like a multi generational spot, like where it was like the lady who owns it, her great grandmother was still alive, and she was like in the kitchen, like cooking. She's like 100 and something years old. So like,
Oh, wow.
the food's got to be good. Like when it's
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So. Why not, Kyle? Food it makes the world go round, man.
I was like, I said wouldn't even be able to guess how much I weigh. I'm 5'9", and you'll never guess how much I weigh.
212,
No, not even close.
higher or lower?
Higher.
Okay, we'll just stop there.
I weigh 260, if you can believe that. But I'm also, I mean, I'm solid, but I got a belly. But I weigh 260.
Wait, you're 5'9" and size 14 though? Wait a minute.
Yep. I have big hands. My hands were really big.
Holy
I have big
moly.
feet. Yeah.
I say I'm
It-
6'6" and I'm 16 shoe size. You just got huge.
I'm,
You
I'm
got
much, how
clown.
much,
You got clown feet, man.
yeah. Well, it's weird because and I kid you not, this is a true story. My mom said whenever I was born, I came out hands first, and all she could look at was my hands. She thought I was an alien because that's how big my hands were. She told me about the story later on as I got older, but she's like, "Yeah, you came out hands first. You were ready to get out of there," and she freaked out a little bit because she saw big hands. Um, But I don't know why my body is so disproportionate. Now, if I had a little bit of height like your height, I make it to the NFL or something.
Nah.
I'll make it to a big sport, but I didn't
That's
get
what
the height.
people say. People said I should have been. Like, if I walk around downtown, people think I play for the Eagles.
Oh
Cause
yeah.
like I'm a big guy, tall. Like sometimes, like if I'm wearing like Eagles gear, especially, I had one person ask for a picture before,
Oh wow.
thinking like I was
Then you
like an
play for the
Eagle
Eagles.
player. Yeah, I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take a picture.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's pretty funny. So Kathy had rattlesnake. That's kind of exotic too.
Rattlesnake's good. I've had snake.
Name your answers in the chat, guys. I wanna hear what you guys had that's kind of crazy. Your answer said try calf fries. What is that?
Cow fries, like calf, like a baby calf.
Like, is that crazy? That sounds pretty like veal fries. That sounds pretty good.
It does sound good. I've had veal. I had veal in the military. We had that during boot camp. That was good.
Like if I go to a nice like Italian restaurant and I order some the veal, it comes out pretty good.
Yeah.
Kyle said I grew up eating squirrel. Never really liked it, but it was food. Okay.
I will say I did have goat one time. I think I might be wrong. This was years ago, but I think it was at a Greek restaurant. Do Greeks eat goat? I might be wrong on that.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that,
yeah. Or
I think that's
lamb, but goat's pretty popular in like Ukrainian cuisine too. So
okay.
I've
I
had it
think it was
before
goat.
too. Yeah,
It was good.
yeah. It tastes like a gamey food. It tastes like anything
Yeah.
gamey.
Now, I love me some deer though. I love me some deer. Deer's good.
What's up, Coco and Chewy? All right, let's see these comments. We have octopus from Kyle. I've had that before on sushi. Matt said I've had cow tongue and calf brains.
Ooh, I never had that.
I've had cow tongue on tacos. I never had brains before. I wasn't a fan. Oh, Derek is crazy. Derek had chicken before. Did you ever have chicken? That's good.
What is that? What is
That's
chicken?
insane, man. You had chicken? What? Snail? I've had snail before. I had escargot.
I've never had
It,
them.
it was just like, it was too small to even just like to see if it was good or not. It was something like this big. It came in like, it's salty. It was small.
Yeah.
Your wife had some cow testicles.
Cow
Can
testicles.
can you confirm or deny?
Can you confirm if they're big or small? Because I need to know. If they're small, I might be able to try them. But if they're big, I don't think I can put testicles in my mouth that are big.
Cheesesteak? Come on, SMP. Cheesesteak is not crazy. Cheesesteak is great.
See, that's simple. I like that.
You have to have cheesesteak here, though. You can't have cheesesteak in like Savannah because then it's just.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, it's Philly cheesesteak. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't pick up that. Yeah. So actually, my sister married a Jamaican. So at her wedding, we had half Ukrainian food and half Jamaican food, and curry goat was one of the Jamaican recipes there too. So yeah.
Oh wow.
Goat is good.
I've been to Jamaica. They have some good food down there. I went on a cruise though.
Yeah, that's actually where I had snails. I had that on a cruise ship to Bermuda.
Oh
Man, what do you think of cruises? Overrated or underrated?
yeah. So I've only been to two. One when I was really young, and the one whenever I was 17. It was a graduation gift. I'll tell you right now, I was a little bit of a player back in the day. Now I got so many stories, man.
It's okay. Your wife's not watching, so that's fine.
She knows the story. She knows. Yeah, I remember being in a hot tub, and I had 3 different girls in the hot tub with me, and I was 17. You know, I was ripped and all that, and I remember my mom walks by and she's, "Oh, hey, Brandon." I'm like, "Oh, hey, what's up, Nancy?" I called her by her first name. I got my arms behind 2 different girls. I'm like, "What up, Nancy?" And she just looked at me like backtrack, like, "What'd you just say?" I'm like, "Love you, mom." And anyway, I started talking to the girls again. But cruises I like them. I haven't been in forever, but I like them.
Yeah, I've been on 3, and I loved each one of them. It's just like just what I said, just for like just like a financial state like position to travel for that cheap. You can't
Oh
beat
yeah.
that.
On top of that, everything you get to see, the excursions.
Yeah.
On top of that, food 24/7. I mean, it's
Yeah, well, I think you were too young to get a drink pass, but I'd say if you're going, get a drink pass, pay up for the unlimited drinks, because then it's just like
Yeah.
You do for range. The
Right.
first time I went, I didn't get a drink pass, but I met a guy from Ukraine on the front desk, and me and him clicked right away. Became like boys. We still talk to this day. It's been like 6 years since then, and like he's like I like you. Here you go. Here's a free drink pass. So
Yeah.
like I had unlimited drinks the whole time, and then
Yeah.
like the when we got to it was a Bermuda trip. So when we got to Bermuda, he messages me. He was like, "Hey, we got a crew only party over here. Come on down. I'll let you in." So I got to go and party with the crew, like on a separate like beach in Bermuda from everybody else. It was pretty fun.
Yeah. Right.
I love me a good cruise. Have you ever had Rocky Mountain oysters? No, but I've been to Denver before, but that's pretty much it's a bull testicle. That's what a Rocky Mountain oyster
Oh.
is. But yeah,
I've had regular oysters. I don't know what Rocky Mountain oyster.
yeah, so yeah, that's not for me. Chewy has had gator. Nice. Yeah, gator is good. I don't
Mm-hmm.
even want to try it anymore. I don't blame you. A friend of mine used to make a dish. I forget the name of it, but it was cow intestines, and you wrap meat inside. It is gross. It sounds pretty gross. Yeah.
There is one thing that I eat. It is a little weird. My wife thinks it's disgusting, but it's German. It's called liverwurst, and it's basically a spread you put on German bread, and you eat it. And I think it's the greatest thing ever. I ate it since I was a kid, like a
Do,
3 4 years old.
are you German or something or?
Yeah, I'm German. Yeah, I'm German and Irish. I know a little bit of German, but not a whole lot. But my mom and
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
uh, I don't know how to respond to that, but I know what it means. It means you speak. Yeah, I know how to count.
That's all I know.
I know how to count like 1 through 30. I know other words and stuff like that, like Kugelschreiber and all that. But no, I tried to learn a little bit, but I couldn't do it. It's a little hard for me.
That's interesting. Is your mom like first gen, or was she born there, or?
So my Oma, she passed away last year, and my Opa was in the army. He got stationed in Germany. He learned German while he was over there with my Oma. They got married, moved to the U.S., and then my mom, her sister, and my uncle all spoke it while they were over there because that's what they were. My Opa was stationed at, and then I casually learned little things here and there.
Interesting. So Nancy's not really like a German name, so
Yeah,
that's
I think my Oma's last name was um I'm not gonna even try to remember. I don't remember. I need to ask my grandpa. But yeah, no, she had a German last name. Matter of fact, I've been to Germany twice. I've
oh.
been to Heidelberg, Frankfurt, Worms, Lorsch. I guess you got family in Lorsch.
Do you want to go back soon? Or?
I mean, maybe in the near future, yeah. I actually like Germany because we used to go to the. I was like 12 years old. I used to go to the Schwimmbad, which is a swimming pool down the street, and I was 12 years old. I thought I was, I was still a player back in the day too. And them German girls, man, they love some American. I'll tell you that right now. Uh, but no, Germany's fun. Germany's really fun.
That's funny. What's up, Nancy? That's good.
Like, ask
Try
my
it.
wife. I'm being serious. Ask my wife. She whenever we where I met her in my first work center, there was apparently a rumor going around about me, about who I was, what I did. And I'm just like, I don't know how that happened. And she would confirm that it's just I'm like I'm not a bad person. I don't do anything bad.
Oh, I think Anfisa has us all beat with her crazy food. She had pizza before.
Pizza? Was it meat
I,
lovers pizza?
I didn't know they have pizza in Alaska, to be honest. So that might be an exotic food up there. You don't never
Right?
know.
Yeah, that's right. That's true.
Tripe is what Kiwi Bird just said she described, which is the cow intestine stuff. So yeah, that's a no from me. I think I'm going to pass on that. Jim says, any good sales this weekend around here, Paul? Probably like being the holiday weekend. Well, Jim, I went to Amish Country today. They had a townwide there. It was great. Tomorrow I'm going to New Jersey with Jess, so whatever she has planned. But I don't know. How is yours Labor Day stuff? Is it slow around you for Labor Day?
Yeah. I've looked on Facebook Marketplace, a couple other apps, and I see one. But other than that, we might just freestyle tomorrow morning. We were supposed to do a private pick tomorrow morning. The second part of the private pick that we uploaded last week. And the dude ended up having. He thinks he had a heart attack. He went to the hospital, and we got sent home with a heart monitor, all that. Um, so that got put back on the back burner because I told him, I was like, hey, no rush, take your time, do what you got to do to get better, and whenever you're ready for me to come back out, I already got the money set
No.
off the side for him. But yeah, it's definitely no sales really posted, but probably just gonna freestyle tomorrow morning.
But, hey, sometimes when you freestyle, you get the best stuff, man. Because
Last week, but say last week I didn't even record. I went with my mom, and I was just like, let's just go, just freestyle it, and we found some good stuff.
you should have recorded that.
I should. I know. I should.
That's my thing. Is like always like because all the times when like all the time I'm like, oh, it's already 2 p.m. on a Saturday. There's nothing out there. Put the camera away, and then like I score big, and I'm like, damn it, should have had the camera.
Yeah, I was just trying to spend some time with my mom. I was like, I'm always recording with her whenever she comes with us from time to time, and I was like, yeah, have some mother-son time.
What's up, Gulf Coast? What's up, Ryan? Ryan, did you hear the news that I'm moving to? Pretty sure Ryan's in the same area, so I think I'm gonna come on his turf, and I'll pick him every weekend. That's the goal now. Pizza is rare. We usually eat salmon that we catch with our bare hands and cook over an open fire. That sounds like bull, but you're welcome, Carol. Come in the right time talking about the weirdest food you ever had. Hey, Christopher, sometimes you gotta talk about some of these things, man. People that watch Brandon just on the regular, they don't know what the weirdest food he ever had was.
Yeah.
Something you know. Tell me how'd you meet your wife? Did you guys meet at like boot camp or whatever? Or
No, not boot camp. We met probably 3 months of me getting to my first work center. She came in 3 months later. And she'll tell you the story too. I didn't really know of her because she was new. I was working at a different work center. She's working at a different work center. And we actually, me and my roommate, we got robbed from our apartment. Somebody broke into our apartment. And I went over there to go talk to them about it. And their supervisor was a higher rank than me. And she didn't like me interrupting their meeting. And I told her, look, this is a matter of federal law. Like we got broken into. We're doing a report. I need my roommate. Which was a dude named Torres at the time. And she got mad at me, whatever. Well, apparently with me raising my voice and getting on to her, whatever, my wife asked her best friend at the time, who is that? He's kind of cute. And her name is Nogbear. That's her last name. And she told her, like, that's Hackle. He's good. He's a pretty cool dude. And then within a month later, we got together.
hey,
Yeah.
I
mean, there's literally no romantic thing about it. It's just that's how it happens.
She just saw you raise your voice once and was like, yes,
Yeah,
that's the man I
like,
want to be with.
Yep. She's like he's sexy whenever he's mad.
Cindy, I answered this twice on videos on this channel, so if you want to go back and watch them, there's just way too many reasons to list. But yeah, I go to such a really great area. Yeah, I can't wait to be there. You're actually seeing it all year long. I don't. Have you ever been down to Florida before?
Yeah.
I feel like you're pretty close. Like everybody says, the heat there is crazy. I've been there in the middle of the summer, and I feel like the heat is very similar to the heat that I have up here. I don't think it's like 150 or whatever. You know, it's like in the 90s or whatever.
Yeah, but I don't think it's really the heat. I think it's for me. It's always the humidity. The humidity is always the thing that always makes me mad because with heat, if it's dry heat, you don't necessarily sweat, but if it's like humidity and you don't do anything, you're just sitting there, you're still gonna sweat. Yeah, but no, I think it's just humidity.
Especially if you're wearing a hoodie and the humidity. It's
well, I don't sweat up here. Okay, I don't sweat up here unless I'm working out.
Your wife said you left that half the story.
Well, then type it in the chat. What's the rest of the story? Because I don't remember.
You can come in you can go upstairs and say your side.
Well, she's at my brother's house taking care of his dog because he's out of town on business.
It's not the heat; it's the humidity, as Brandon. Yeah, exactly. See?
Yep.
The Gulf side of Florida is the rich side of Florida. Well, that's where I'm going. I'm going to the rich side. I'm gonna stick out like a sore thumb, but hey, they'd be like, who's that weird guy in funny T-shirts? Why is he here? He doesn't belong. Yeah, Carol, you're in Arizona though. Arizona, I heard is horribly hot. That's a different side.
Did you see? I don't know if you have or not. But I was watching a weather channel. I don't know if it was local or I can't remember. But they were basically saying by 2053 or something like that, every state is going to have at least one month out of the year that's going to be like 125 degrees each month or something. I'm just sitting there like, Like what? And apparently it's like real, and I'm just like, oh, 125
Every state? That's
every
that's
state.
pretty
That's
hot.
what it said. That's what it said. Well, I
Even
don't. I'm not,
Alaska.
well, I
And
was gonna
Visa's
say I
gonna
don't know. I was gonna say I don't know about Alaska, like the colder parts of the state, but they said like
and
maybe
Visa's
he
gonna
said along the,
die.
yeah, maybe he said the east side, but he said there's like 125 degrees by 2053. I'm just like, holy
Dang.
crap. Yeah.
What is 2053? That's like 30 years from now. It's not even that crazy. Hey,
Yeah.
look, I got a sale.
Would you sell?
I sold Introduction to Human Services Policy Practice, the 8th edition. Sold for $20 plus ship.
There it is.
Based on the pictures, looks like I had it for quite a while, based on how terrible the pictures are. So,
Yeah.
hey, happy to do it.
Yeah.
I actually sold a nursing book 2 days ago. I got it this weekend, and I was like, man, like I thought I was too late for the nursing game because I thought like school already started. But
Yeah.
I paid $1 for it, sold for 52 days later. So I was like, hey,
Wow.
I'll take it.
Ain't no
And
wrong
then,
with
and
that.
then the guy asked me, I was like, you going to nursing? I was like, nah, I buy and sell things.
Yeah.
He's like, I was like, oh, cool, here you go.
Yeah. I
Didn't
think that's
charge
the
me.
same reaction.
Didn't charge me anymore. He was like, ah, cool, here you go.
Yeah, that's the same reaction I get. I'm just like, oh no, I just buy and resell. They're like, oh, okay, cool. I'm like,
Florida is different kind of heat. If you can make it 3 years, you'll be okay. I have been here for 6 and I couldn't move back north. There you go. What's up, Rachel? A happy Friday. Thank you for being here. So, besides Jamaica and Germany, where else have you been to outside the States?
we've been to the cruise. We went to let's see, it was Jamaica. What is it? Cayman Islands. I think that was one of them. A couple other islands that were down there. But as far as that, I'm not a big traveler. Um, I'll do special things on occasions. Do I want to do more of that? Kind of, sort of. I'm kind of at that part of my life where like I enjoy my work right now. I don't really want to do too much, but if I can go to other places, like me and my wife, we plan on going to Paris for like our 10-year anniversary. Um, I think it's in London. She wants to see the Harry Potter attraction that's over there, so I'm gonna take her over there, on our 10-year anniversary. So, but other than that, I'm not a real big, traveler.
It's also kind of hard, like you said, like with your eBay and everything. It's kind of hard to put that all on hold for like 2 weeks or whatever and travel. It's but like I like that's my biggest issue is with the travel. Like it's like, hey, it's cool. I can go and do whatever, but then 2 weeks of no eBay sales is going to be kind of hard to recover from.
Right.
And then like I wish it'd be just like as easy as like, okay, cool. You take a 2 week break, you come back, and then eBay's back to firing all sinners. But then it takes a while for it to build up also from your store being off. So yeah, it's I feel you there
Yeah.
for sure. What's up, Shay? Welcome in. So you said 10-year anniversary. Is that coming up soon?
It would be another 5-6 years from now.
Oh, psh,
Yeah, yeah.
psh.
I got time. I got time.
Yeah, you got plenty of time for it. I thought that was like next month or something. I'm like,
No, no, no. We got time.
Paul, the right side, there's one hair that place on that beard. Fix it. Is this better, Harry? I feel like my beard's perfection. Harry's just jealous that he can't grow one. That's what it is.
That's my brother. My brother can't grow any facial hair. Like he's like the most hairless person that you'll ever meet. He has no hair on his legs, no hair on his chest, none on his face. He grows a little stash, and that's about it.
That's cute. When you see it, did you say it's cute?
I figured he'd grow a little bit of hair because he's coming up on like being 36 or something like that. So it's like I figure you have a little bit of hair, but no,
Yeah,
we can't grow any.
my cousin's the same way, and every time I see him try, I just say, "Hey, it's cute. Your beard's cute."
Right?
Like, hey, I'm trying here. I'm trying. Paul lives in Florida all my teen years, and I will be going back. But you're going to buy a house. There's so many places that charge you to feed. How high to keep your grass. Yeah, I'm looking to buy a house, and I'm trying to buy a house that doesn't have an HOA because I hear they're paying it in the butt. But
Yeah, I am.
you have an HOA?
Oh yeah.
I never understood the point. I'm like, if it's your house,
Yeah,
why is there somebody from the outside telling you what to do with your own house?
it's supposed to be something about monetary value. If the houses are all maintained, your house would be technically worth more because nobody wants to move into somebody who just completely trashes their house, I guess. I understand why, but there was one incident where they actually got out of their car and took a ruler and measured somebody's grass, and it was too high, so they fined them. And I'm just sitting here like, okay, see that's just petty. That's just being petty. Y'all are just trying to gain money now, but they're really bad. They're really bad here where I'm at.
Yeah, that just feels way too anal for me. That just seems like somebody doesn't has way too much time on their hands to go take a
No,
measuring tape to somebody's grass.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow! It took him 6 years to find a good house down in HOA in Florida. Oh boy! So you're saying I'm in trouble game, huh? Is that what
I
you're
think
saying?
the HOA is pretty big in Florida, like all
That,
different
that,
types of HOAs.
that's what I hear
Right here.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta find one that's chill and just be cool with them, and maybe
Yep.
then they won't come to your house with a measuring tape.
Yeah, right. Because like our fence had to been has to be a shadow box fence. They won't do chain links. They won't do the vinyl. It's just straight. Has to be shadow box.
And
And
then
that
like they just made that rule up too. They're like, hey, this is everybody
they
has
said
to have.
because they wanted the houses to match. And I'm just like, okay, well, shadow boxes can take more wood, I think, and then that cost us about a little over $8,000 just to get built because wood is so spiked up
Well,
in
yeah,
price.
for sure.
And just, yeah, it's annoying.
Paul has the Santa Claus thing going on. I'm trying, man. I dyed it 1 year for Christmas. It was fun. All the 50-year-old women were checking me out, man. You dye your beard white or gray, man. You get looks.
You got some cougars after you.
Oh man.
Hey, ain't
I
no
wasn't. I
wrong with
wasn't
experience.
complaining, man. I wasn't complaining.
Ain't nothing wrong with some experience.
We have an HOA, and you just to find one that charges a lot of money monthly. HOA works to help with keeping the value up in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I understand the point of it. I just like if it's a chill HOA, I get how it's good, but if it's one like the ones you just mentioned, yeah, those not a fan.
Yeah, I think
Are
our
you-
HOA fees are like $215 a year.
There's a YouTube guy called All Blades. I've seen that before. It just came up on one of my like homepages once. The guy just like finds like the overgrown houses and he just even without knocking, he just goes and starts cutting, which I feel like it might be a little dangerous. But he just goes and just starts cutting the lawn and makes it pretty. But I just pay the HOV fees and mind my business. There you go.
I'm the same way.
All right. It says convince Brandon to grow an epic beard like yours. Don't you want this in your life, Brandon?
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it because
Don't you want to eat soup with a bag of napkins that you have to use every 2 seconds to wipe your beard after every single bite?
I'll just use my hoodie. I'll just do that right there.
Does that convince you at all?
Well, I will say this: I've grown it longer than what it is now. I probably had to maybe like here, not nowhere near what yours is, but I don't even know if I can even grow it that long. I might be able to, but I just never tried.
You never know until you try, man.
I just don't know if I want to try that. That's the thing.
You buy something that Miracle Grow and you just paste it all over you.
Oh yeah,
And
just let it grow.
and you put a little hose action on it. The next day you wake up and it's like, whoa.
Yeah,
It's-
I don't know. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. We'll see.
yeah. I also it might be like the Chernobyl in my blood that just helps it grow faster. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think it reached Germany, so I think we're good.
Yeah.
What are your plans for YouTube in the next like half a year?
YouTube.
Any lives coming up? Any different style of shows? Same schedule? Anything like that?
I will say this: I don't really know what the direction of it's going for the rest of this year. I know we have the big private pig, going on right now. That's going to be easily 30 to 50 videos alone because it's just so much stuff to go through. Like, yeah, I haven't even seen it yet. Like, it gets a little overwhelming. But other than that, I'm really just going to focus on the normal content. But next year, I really, really, really want to collaborate with other people. Doing live streams like this, traveling a little bit. Like for instance, I actually want to go up to Atlanta and go see the ATL flippers. I was going to message them sometime next year just to get that going.
It's a waste of your time. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, I want to do certain stuff like that mainly because I enjoy conversating. I love talking because I'm an open book. I love talking about experiences. What made me into a reseller today, my failures, my positive, all that stuff. But no, next year definitely want to do some traveling. I will say the beaches this year and FlipCon and all the other stuff, Highway 127, there's always something that came up. You know, my wife had her surgery right before Highway 127, and Peaches to Beaches, something happened, so we weren't able to do it. But next year, I want to do, you know, all that.
Well, how far are you from Orlando? Are you far?
About 4.5 hours.
Well, I'm going down first week in November. If you want to collab there, I'll be down.
First week in November. Okay.
November, unless your wife gets sick again or something.
Yeah, right. No, definitely. Let's see, November.
It's November 5th. 4th and 5th is the event. It's like a 40-mile highway sale, whatever, in that area. That's
okay.
I'm going down for it, and then I'm going to go down for like a week later to go house shopping. But that's what I'm going to Florida. So if you guys want to hook up and do something, I'm more than more than eager to do it. Just don't tell ATL flippers about it. Okay. They're not here.
I got you.
Yeah. It should be fun. Every time I go to a highway sale, I have a good time. So that could be good.
Oh yeah.
Have you hit any, or you just heard stories about them?
The highway sales, like the long sales. Yeah. I have never been to one. Like literally, we were going to go to Peaches and Beaches like the day before it started, and then something I can't remember what happened. I was like watching my dad's dogs or something, or we had to go somewhere. I don't remember, but no, I've never been to one. I've always wanted to because I think it'd be really good for content. And just on top of that, maybe just meeting somebody out there, you know. Yeah. I remember whenever I was at 2K subscribers, I went in the middle of South Carolina for the diecast car storage unit. It was in Somerville, South Carolina. Randomly went down there. I was like maybe 2,000 subscribers, very, very small. And we just opened up the unit. Some guy behind me came walking up to me. He's like, "Are you the Georgia Picker?" I was like, "Yes, sir." And he's like, I thought I recognized the 2 tattoos on the back of my calf. He's like, "I swear I saw him before," because I got a Mario and a Wally tattoo. And I'm like, "Yes, sir." I shook his hand. He's like, "What you doing on my side of the block?" And I'm like, "I'm coming here to get all this." And but I thought it was the most randomest thing ever. So
yeah, it's really cool. Like I still can't like get used to that. It's such like an awesome feeling when people are like, "Hey, I know who you are." It just makes you all worth it for sure.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it definitely makes you feel blessed. Like it's crazy.
We got to go down since you're talking crap. How do you say anything? What you mean? Yeah, Peaches to Beaches was a good time, man. It probably would have been fun to meet you there, but I'm planning on going again next year, especially since I'm going to be closer now. Because that's crazy. Because Peaches to Beaches is March, right? It's like first weekend in March or whatever, something like that, right?
Yeah, I think it's the end of March, isn't it?
March. Oh yeah, end of March. Okay, so that will give me some time to settle in too. Because I'm moving. January 30th is when I'm moving. That's my moving day. I'll have time to settle into Florida. Then I can do.
Yeah, about to say if anything, we'll probably link up for that. For sure.
Yeah. Now that I once you go the first time, you kind of understand which areas to hit, which areas to avoid too. That's the beauty of going to these sales multiple times. Like I don't know what the good spots there are, but man, we scored pretty big on Peaches. It's also good too because nobody else had any like content yet. That's why it was great because it was like March. There was no garage sales yet, and then we were just smacking him over the face with like yard sale videos. Like dang,
right.
That's the one thing I like about it is like I just came back from a PA sale last month. It was only 2 days, but I had 8 videos. I had almost 8 videos of 2 days from selling just how great it was. So like instead of like for me and you to make content, it just makes a lot of sense to do this
let me ask you something. Whenever you go on these long trips, how many GoPro batteries do you currently own?
I own 4, but I own 4. They all charge, and then I have a charger with me in the car. So as soon as one dies, I put it in the charger. That way, once the 4th one runs out, I already have a fresh one ready to go. For it to happen.
Because I went on a battery buying binge. I bought like 20 of them. I got 20 batteries. Yeah. I got 20 batteries, and I keep them all in my backpack with me. And then
you're a good person to collab with. So I'm like, hey.
I figured I was like, because whenever we were getting ready to go to Peaches to Beaches and Highway 127, so I was like, I'm just going to order some batteries just in case. And so I was like, well, this kind of works out because then I can just
Yeah,
charge about whatever I
man.
want to. Yeah.
20 might be overkill, but yeah,
Hey,
yes.
hey, I'm a busy person. I can record all
You
day.
don't have to ever worry about that dying. You
Yeah,
might run out of
exactly.
space in the SD card or whatever. You might have to have a couple of those, but
Yeah. Well, another reason why I bought some more is because my wife just got her own GoPro too.
okay, and
So
that makes more
that's another
sense.
reasoning. Yeah.
Oh, I did you put out any videos of her filming it?
Not yet. My videos are
Yeah.
backed up for about a month.
Okay.
And then a lot of people wanted the private pic videos. So I kind of jumped the gun on that.
Yeah.
But hers should be coming up.
And what's the plan to do with that? Is it just gonna be just her POV, or are you gonna switch yours and hers in the same sale? Or
So my wife knows a little bit of stuff from the stuff that I pick up. She knows a little bit about the stuff that I pick up, but whenever we go into like those Amazon liquidation stores and we kind of split up, divide and conquer, then those are videos where I'll do it. But if me and her go to like garage sales, she doesn't really know what to look for at garage sales, so we probably won't show her POV. But just for like bin stores or maybe
yeah.
even like estate sales or something, something close like that, we'll definitely. But I will say
But
that
also, the more she does it, the more better she'll be at it. So you can
exactly, that's what I'm about to
yeah.
say. The more she does it, and as soon as she gets better, then she'll probably want to wear the GoPro. She said it is a little weird to hold the GoPro, how I do it every time. She says it's definitely a little weird to interact and all that stuff. But I told her the more you do it, the better you'll get at it.
How do you What do you have, like a chest mount, or like how do you wear
Yeah,
it?
it's basically like a clip. So I got my shoulder here, and then you got this
Okay,
little clip that just clips inside there, and it just sits there.
and that's how she has it the same way,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like a yeah. Mine's not on me right now, but I got Baldy Pie actually told me about this magnet thing. Changed
Mhm.
my life. It's like a magnet you put on your shirt, and you can put it wherever you want in your shirt, and it's just this big. You don't have a strap. You don't have anything.
Huh.
It feels like you're wearing nothing at all, as Nat Flanders would
Yeah.
say. Yeah.
What,
So
what
like
is it called?
it was like it's like magnet GoPro magnet thing, or whatever. It's I think it's in my car, but it's pretty. I mean, Amazon GoPro magnet strap. Let's see if that shows up. Magnetic mount,
Let's say that's
maybe.
all I'm saying right now. Magnetic mount.
Yeah, so it kind of looks like this. It's not what I have, but it kind of looks like this. So, pretty much, it's two magnets. One goes on your GoPro, the one goes underneath, and they clip together, so it holds it that way. And then you can put it
Yeah.
wherever you want. So it's like that. So like you have one on your GoPro, one underneath, and then they just magnets it together, and you can wear it wherever.
I might have to invest in that because like whenever I take my backpack, my whole back is just sweating at the end of the day.
Well, I used to have like the man bra. You just put
Oh
it
yeah,
on, and
yeah,
then you just look like an idiot. You go
right.
to a yard sale wearing like a man's ear, and people are like, "What the heck?"
Yeah,
Especially like me, I'm huge. I'm 6'6". I'm already getting enough attention. Now they're
right,
like, "What is this Ukrainian giant with a beard wearing a man bra doing here?" So it's really, it's,
right.
it's so like that. That's way better. I'll once this is over, I'll send you a link on Amazon, the one I actually have, so
Okay.
you could probably order
Yeah,
it.
no,
Yeah.
I'll probably definitely try that out because it looks very convenient.
Yeah, she says, "Get that now.
Get that now.
Take my money."
You get a 10% commission.
Yeah, bad, fed. I got to hang out with you more, man. I got ten
Yeah, right.
percent on your sales, on what you buy, or how much subs you make. This is working out pretty well for me.
Oh yeah.
I can't complain.
Uh,
Uh, we're gonna probably end in a couple minutes. Appreciate you being here. Probably have you on again in the future. But before you go, what's happening
you
there?
good? Now my shorts were riding up my. Yeah, you good? Go ahead.
Before we sign off, what do people expect from you when they click on your stuff? Give me an elevator pitch. Let's say I have never heard of reselling. I've never heard of you, and I see you have a GoPro at a sale, and I say, "What do you do?"
What do I do?
And
Um,
you say, "What does that GoPro for?" And you say, "I make a videos doing."
I mean, I guess it'd just be I make videos showing people how to make money, how to better their lives each and every day, educate them, um, and honestly just motivate people. I think that's the lackluster over everything in life, and if you can find motivation and passion to something, you can kill it out of the ballpark.
And that's awesome. Right before this started, I watched one guy I used to watch in the past make a video saying, "You will fail as a reseller in 2022, and here's why." And or it's like, "I'm quitting reselling in 22, and here's why." And I'm like, nobody wants to watch that crap, man.
Yeah.
Like,
There's a lot of negative stuff in this world, man. And I get returns and all this other stuff, but like you can also say the same thing about like your actual job. You might get hurt on the job, but like
yeah.
the negative is I don't really focus on the negative. I just like to talk positive and just leave it at that.
I watched some of it too, and he's like, people these days can't afford to get a computer to start reselling, so you shouldn't. I'm like,
I went to a bin store and found an iPad for $7.
I'm like you don't have to get like a $10,000 computer to start reselling. Like I was doing it on my phone for a while before I got a computer. Like
Right.
it's just like I commented on it saying it's like, man, I used to like respect what you do, but I was like, I do hope people listen. I hope people watch you and listen so they get out the game.
Yeah.
But it's like it just didn't make any sense. Yeah.
'Cause I feel like it's the opposite. I think as of right now, this is the best time to get into reselling. It's just there's so much, and the thing is too, you know, you look at all the stuff you come by, and I guarantee you leave stuff at garage sales all the time because you just don't want to deal with it. But when I say there's plenty to go around, like I mean, there's so much you can't buy everything. It'd be nice to have the money to buy everything, but you just don't. Unless you win the lottery or something. But
we walk past money every single day, man. That's the beauty about what we do is that also we know different things too. So like, I mean, you can go to the same yard sale and pick and have two different POVs and both come out with amazing items because we pick different things and we both can score. And yeah, I agree too. Like right now, I feel like people are saying, "Oh, we're going to a recession or we're going to this. It's a terrible time to resell." I feel like it's a great time to resell. People that are going through recession, they're not going to be able to afford to buy new things. They're going to go and want to buy used things. So, like, especially if you're selling used clothes or used shoes, I feel like that market's going to be even better in a recession than it was like in a thriving economy. So I feel like no matter what position a government or economy is in, I feel like you can make money buying and selling things all the time. So, yeah.
Yeah, on top of that, too, you look at us as resellers, we get things for couple bucks, you know, here and there, and we actually control the buy costs. And it's like if somebody literally needs a deal, like for instance, if a recession hits, you know, you might have to lower your price a little bit, but if somebody wants a good deal, you literally own how much you pay for it. So
it just makes sense. So the realist crawls keeps going, bins out the length. Yeah, and that's another benefit of it too, is that the stuff that we buy to resell, it would have been thrown out. Will go to the trash. You know, so like we're helping the environment at the same time as well.
Yeah.
So if I could do 30K bucks on my phone, I buy one of them dang computers that can do 60K. Yeah, I've never like that was such like the weirdest thing is like it's like you need a computer because you need to print labels, you need to make better pictures, and that I'm like that's like the stupidest thing I ever heard, man.
That's pretty funny because like I've done the most sales in the past 2 months than I've ever done. I'm actually I'm hitting my peak the most I've ever done. I'm just shy of 40K in the past 90 days, and that is the most. Nice. That's the most I've ever done. And I literally use my phone. I don't use the white background. I just use my table that I have here. And I think, in my opinion, some photos I like to because some people who like the professional photos, you know, with the white background where there's no background and it really pops on screen. And I like that idea. But I also like to see some of the stuff that doesn't have that because it shows me that it's authentic and it might not be fake. You know what I mean? You ever see those drop shippers, you know, those type of photos, those me off a little bit. But yeah, all you need is a phone. You don't need a thermal printer. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure you started that way where you just wrote everything on a label. I mean, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, I didn't have a thermal printer about 3 months in. But like Tommy says, even with a thermal printer, you can still do it from your phone with a QR code. So like you can say a computer is great. I'm using a computer right now, but like it's not like a make it or break it thing when you start reselling. You can definitely do it from your phone.
Right.
In terms of other resellers, they still always find things. Everyone's eBay store is different. That's the beauty of it. Exactly. All right. Well, thank you so much, Brandon, for being here. I appreciate it. If you guys are not subscribed or following Brandon, his link is down below. You want to pimp your Instagram out too, real quick, or no?
It's
you were kind of hard to find.
I got you. I don't even know what it is all that. It's just the Georgia Picker with TAT, the Georgia Picker, no space.
Not just Georgia.
Right.
Georgia
The Georgia
Picker.
Picker.
Here's his link to his IG, guys. If you guys want to go follow him on Instagram, right here. There it is. Guys, go give him a follow on the gram. We'll give him a subscribe. Pretty cool kid. Only 30 years old too, which was shocked me. I thought he was like in his 70s, but he's only.
I don't know all that.
That's
Matter
what
of fact,
marriage.
I'm
That's what
aging
marriage
very
does to
well.
you, man. Right?
I'm aging very well at the age of 30. Okay, I think I look pretty dang good for 30.
Everybody have a good night. Who do I have next week, Brandon? Do you know? Do you know who I have next week? Oh, I have the Hustle Couple. Awesome people from Texas. I have them next week. It should be a good time.
Thanks.
All right, everybody. It'll be good. Have fun tomorrow. Those of you guys that go picking. Hopefully you find something. And yeah. Any final words?
Never
Great.
give up. Going. Keep moving.